platforms which are very popular and commonly used. So I have my team members with me as the panelist, Ms. Sayali.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the webinar.
Ms. Rujika. And Mr. Nitish.
Greetings, everyone. Happy to be here.
And myself, Krishnapriya. So we'll be starting with the training session today, with giving you a small background of the importance of today. Today, as you all know, today is World Telecommunication Day. Okay. World Telecommunication Day is hosted by World Summit on the Information Society. And every year, May 17th is conducted as the World Telecommunication Day. And it is marked as the foundation of the International Telecommunication Union, which symbolizes the importance of digital technologies and communications in this throughout the world. So which this day is conducted in order to celebrate it, in order to emphasize the importance of, to highlight the potential of digital communications and technologies. Theme of this year is being selected as the digital innovation for sustainable development. So in this training session, our main highlights are that we will be discussing the most popular 4 video conferencing apps. Okay, one is Google Meet, second Microsoft and WebEx and Zoom. Now we'll start with the Google Meet. I'll hand over the session to Ms. Rujika.
All right. Well, thank you so much, KP, for this lovely introduction. And I would like to welcome everyone. Thank you for joining us today. Now, I'm sure you all must be using a variety of applications for your day-to-day calls, meetings. I'm going to talk about Google Meet in detail, and please feel free to ask questions or queries in the end, or feel free to ask questions in the chat box. As you all know, Google Meet was started by Google. It was launched by Google in 2017 as the replacement for Google Hangouts and Google Chat. So they started this as a substitute for Google. Okay. Now, let's take a look at the features. Okay, so like any other video streaming app, Google has question and answer option, polls. For students, it can be used as a whiteboard can be shown, and classes and coaching can be taken over. You have polls option. There are less audio distractions in Google Meet. One can join from their calendar, email, and variety of options to join Google Meet. And one of the unique features is that even though there is a low lighting or in low light conditions also, there is an improved video quality. Unlimited calls, like a regular call, any regular application call, WhatsApp call or a regular call, you can have an unlimited video call via this. Okay. There is an option to blur the background. Let's say you're working from home and you have to join an official call. You have an option to blur the background, not the noise, just the background. Okay. You have a variety of options of how the layout view should look like. So as you all can see, the 4 of us appearing on the top, you have an option that all the people who are presenting can be there on the right or the left. So many options you get. And the most important feature is present only what you want. So when you're sharing a screen in the Google Meet, you get an option to share either an entire screen or a particular tab or a particular window, which gives you the control over how much of information you want to share. Now moving on to the next slide. These are the features of Google Meet in detail again. There are page plans. The participant capacity is up to 1,000 number of participants in a call. The good thing is you can have unlimited meetings. Unlike other applications, there is no time limit for a Google Meet call. It can go on. Strong platform security. There is a 14-day free trial available. Generous cloud storage, of course. With Google comes the entire suite of Google Workforce, digital whiteboarding, polling, and question and answers. Okay. And these are some of the disadvantages or not so strong points of Google Meet, wherein you do not have a recording option. Now, we've spoken enough about Google Meet. Let's take a look at the demo. Let's take a look in detail of how Google Meet works. All right, so whenever, let's say you want to start a Google Meet call, okay, what do? You open a new browser or a new tab and enter meet.google.com, okay? And if you happen to be logged in via your Gmail account, as you can see on the right-hand side, your calendar, your schedule for today will appear, okay, which will tell you what are the calls you have. Like my colleague is sharing her screen, there is a call at 7:30 which is displayed. Now, how schedule a meeting? Let's learn about it from scratch. Okay. So what you see on the screen on the left-hand side is a new meeting. Okay, in blue. When you click on it, you get three options. Okay. First one is create a meeting for later. As the name suggests, let's say I want to set up a call with my colleagues for later, for after an hour. Then I can schedule a meeting. Start an instant meeting means if I click on it, an instant meeting will start right away. Schedule in Google Calendar. Let's say I want to set up a call for about 8 o'clock in the evening, or for tomorrow or day after, or a recurring meeting. We have a lot of options like that in Google Calendar. So let's go to Google Calendar and let's schedule a meeting to know how do we schedule a call. This is how the page appears in front of everyone whenever one wants to schedule a call. You can add the title. So if it's an office update, you can mention office update or an office meeting, whichever you want to write. You will select today's date. Okay. Let's say you want to set up a call at about 8 p.m. Okay. And you want to schedule an hour-long call from 8 to 9. So you will select 9 p.m. You have a variety of options there of what the time duration will be. So about 30 minutes, 45 minutes, an hour, 2 hours, depending upon how long the meeting is going to be. And you select today's date. Okay. So start date and end date should be the same if it's the same day call. And you can go and select the time zone also. Okay. Now, when you come to scroll towards the bottom, you see a variety of options here. Okay. What you see in create meeting notes is basically what do you want the subject or what is it that you will receive along the meeting details. Okay. Okay. So meeting agenda and add guest will be, so my colleague is sharing her screen. She can enter my name. Okay. My email ID and the email will come to me. Okay. When you click on save and send, As you can all see, the meeting has appeared at 8 o'clock. We've created the Google Meet. Let's go back to google.meet to show everyone the new meeting that is appearing on the calendar. Thank you. Now, as you all can see, at about 8 o'clock, 100 hours, the office update / meeting appears. Okay. So this was all about how to create a Google meeting, Google Meet invite. And when you click on it, it'll start the meeting. It'll of course give us an option whether to keep the microphone or the video on or off. Okay, let's say we've selected microphone and video off. We can always go back and switch it on. It's a toggle button and click on join now. Now the meeting has already started. As you can see within the Zoom meeting screen, I'm sure you all can see the Google Meet call. My colleague's name, Krishna Priya, is appearing on the left. Okay. Now this is the current time as per IST, and this is the call's name, office update / meeting. Okay. Now going from left to right, let's talk about all the icons. First one, as we discussed, is a toggle button of mute and unmute. So you click on it, you are muted, and you can unmute yourself. Okay, so I see a lot of messages in the chat box saying they cannot see the slides. It is because this is a live demo of Google Meet. So please, if you all can look at the screen, we are talking about Google Meet in detail. The next toggle button is the video. Same way like microphone, you can check and uncheck and it will switch on and off your video. Okay. Then the next button is turn on captions, which means in simpler word, it will have subtitles appearing. Okay. So this is a unique feature that Google has, wherein it helps the people who cannot hear, they can join any call and they can read the captions. The next toggle button is your emoticons. As you can see on the screen currently, there's a heart, there is a thumbs up, there is a smiley, congratulations, and a plethora of options. Yeah. Now the next option that you see on your screen is present now option. When you click on it, it opens this pop-up window wherein you get to choose, do you want to share the Chrome tab or a window or the entire screen? Okay. So let's say you select entire screen. Okay. And you select on this bit and then click on share. It will allow the participants to see your entire screen. So basically you're sharing your entire laptop or desktop screen with the participants on the call. Okay. This gives you an option to share the selected window. So if you, as you can see, my colleague has 3 windows open on her screen. Right now, she's selected WebEx. She's now selected Google Meet. Okay. So you get an option of how much to share with the participants. Okay. Now moving on. The next option that you can see is raise hand. So in a forum like this or in any other session, when you have a question or query, you can click on raise hand. It will give you it will give the option to the host to select your name or take your name, and then you can ask your query. Now, as you all can see, when you hover the mouse around the 3 dots, there are many options that have come up again in a pop-up, starting from the whiteboard to change the layout to full screen mode, full screen as the name suggests. Open picture-in-picture mode allows you to have multiple Google Meets at one point in time. Okay. When you select apply visual effects, you can blur the background, have a variety of backgrounds. Okay. and filters can be used, as I'm sure you all know. You know, the Snapchat filters, something similar to that. Appearance. Okay. Now then we have turn on caption. So it's a toggle button that is mentioned as a CC in one of the buttons. Use a phone for audio like a regular call. Okay, like a regular audio call. And the rest three are, as the name suggests, self-explanatory. Now, when we move towards the right of the Google Meet, we see an eye icon, which means information. So when you click on it, you see the time and the date of the Google Meet. You can share the joining information with your colleagues or family or friends. Let's say you're celebrating a birthday virtually. You can share the same joining info on a regular message or a WhatsApp or email or however you want. So you can click on copy joining info and paste it. Okay. Then the next option with the number of participants, it shows you how many people were invited for this call, how many actually joined in the call. Okay. So when there are more than 100 people, then, you know, or it's a big number, it gives you an idea of how to manage and how to see how many people are there. Chat with everyone like a regular chat box. Okay, like you all are chatting with us in Zoom, the same way you have the same option in Google Meet also. All right, now moving on, these are the various activities or apps that can be included. That we'll keep for the next version. Okay, and the last icon that you see on the right is our host controls, the one on the right, extreme right, wherein uh, when you are hosting a call for a large audience, then you have an option to pre-select rather, who will share the screen, whether people will be unmuted or mute, similar options, you know, similar facilities you have there. Okay. And last but not the least, the famous red button that you can see on your screen. When you click on it, it'll end the call. Okay. With this, we've ended the Google Meet demo session. Hope you all were able to follow up and hope you all enjoyed. Thank you so much, everyone. Now I hand over the session to my colleague Nitish for Microsoft Teams. So over to you, Nitish.
Thank you so much, Ruchika, for that insight about Google Meet. I'm sure a lot of people got a very good insight about its features and its usage. Now, the next app is Microsoft Teams. So as you may see here, the logo of the Teams is next to the slide. So Microsoft Team is a team collaboration which is developed by Microsoft and it acts as a part of the Microsoft 365 family of products. That means it supports most of the apps. And this is like a collaboration where there is like a seamless teamwork through communication, file sharing, and integration with productivity tools. So let us know what this Teams is all about, right? So before we going for the version, let us know what are the benefits of using a Microsoft team. As you may see here, there are various benefits. But before that, I wanted to tell you where it was originated. So Microsoft Teams was launched in March 2017, and this is a collaborative communication platform developed by Microsoft. Okay. So one by one, let us see the benefits of Microsoft Teams. First, Microsoft integration. Okay. So, like I said, it is a seamless collaboration with Microsoft 365 apps. So, it supports all the files like Word, Excel, and PowerPoint, and it can really help you share the files seamlessly. Second, digital transformation. So, it supports various modern environment with tools for remote work, digital collaboration, and real-time interaction. Third, enhanced communication. So this particular team offers chat, voice, and video communication tools for better conversations. Next, increase productivity. So this kind of things can really give you a better productivity because it really helps for a better communication, file sharing, real-time editing, and even do all the tasks in one platform. Next, meeting and scheduling tools. Here you can schedule tools. You can create a calendar meet. You can set a reminder. You can have like a proper video call features where you can have like multiple features in the platform. Next, there is an option called quick question. Okay, so this is a feature where it allows instant communication through chat or any clarifications or any work, or if you wanted to have some decision making or something like that, this kind of quick question always helps. Quick question is basically like a quick chat. You directly connect with the person without even calling them or anything. You can just get a quick update from that particular team member. Next, video calling. Video calling, as we have the other apps, this particular Teams also have a video calling feature where it really delivers high quality video conferencing, and it has various features like background blur, custom backgrounds, and lots of other features. Next, user enablement through bots. Okay, so here we have certain bots which will really help you to schedule. If there is any reminders or anything which you want to set, it will really give you that feature so that we have a very good user experience. And last, it is security, right? So everything has like a data encryption facility where there is like a lot of good security and all the compliance are managed in a very high ranged way. So these are some of the features of Microsoft Teams. So let us know about how to install the Microsoft Teams. But before that, it is very important to know what are the different types of Microsoft Teams. Like, as you may see here, there are four types here: home, enterprise, business, and school. So what does it mean? So this all can be used in a different way. Let's say, for example, in home, so this particular app is really ideal for personal use. We can have basic communication and collaboration with our family and friends. Next, business or enterprise. So let's say business, if we have small to medium-sized business, we can have like a proper collaboration by using this app. If it's an enterprise, let's say if it's a large organization where we wanted to communicate with a team or like create a team, that kind of things can also be considered. And enterprises like large companies can also use this Microsoft Team feature. And school, this is designed for educational institutions where there is virtual classrooms and student engagement. Mostly it is used with private schools. So these are its options. Now let us get back to see how to install the Microsoft Teams. So as you could see in the picture, there are two snaps. One shows the web version and the other shows the mobile version. Okay. So let us know how to install the Teams. Let me just click on the link. Just give me a sec. Click on the link for Teams. Okay. So the general instruction is you go to the Google, you type Microsoft Teams, you click on the first link, and this Microsoft page appears. Okay. Now on the left hand side, you see a download now option. You click on that download now. Okay. So when you click on that particular option, another page opens. This is where it will take you to the desktop version of Microsoft Teams. So when you scroll down, you would see two features. Like I was mentioning, there is a home feature where you can use it for personal. And on the right hand side, there is a work or school feature that is where you can use it professionally. Okay. So, of course, at the moment, we are going to see more of the professional front. So, you're going to select the team for work or school. So, when you click that download option, you get three options here: download for Windows 64-bit, 32-bit, and ARM 64. So, for better versions like Windows 11 and 12, I would suggest 64-bit. Okay. For the other versions, you can always go for 32-bit. Okay. So, I click on that, then you can get the desktop version of the Teams in your laptop or desktop. Now, like I said, there is a mobile version also. So you can download this particular version from the App Store and the Play Store. Play Store is for the people who use Androids. App Store is used for Apple users. So you can just click on this QR scanner. It will automatically will take you to the installing page in your mobile phone. Now let us know more about the mobile feature. Okay, before we go to the desktop version. So first I'm going to tell you how the mobile version works for Teams. Okay. So now, as you are aware, after you install the particular application in your phone, whether it's from Play Store or the App Store, the Teams will be looking like this. Okay. Once you download this app, as you may see here, you will see a lot of features: activity, chat, Teams, calendar mode. Okay. There are a lot of features like this, which you will get introduced. Okay. Now, let us start with like a discussion call. Let's say you have a discussion call. It's like Google Meet and Zoom. Let's say you need to join some other call. There is an option called join. It might be already in your phone. Let's say you directly want to join a Teams call. You click on that join option. Okay. Now what happens? You can actually check this what time and everything, and you can actually select the device. Like now whether you want to join only with audio or whether you want to join with video as well. Okay. You click on that option, and then what happens? You join. Okay. Now, the best part about Team is like you can actually see how you look like. You can change your background, put it into blur. You can actually see how your hair is looking, how your face is looking, and everything. Then only we are able to join, or we should be joining. Because in Teams and Google Meet, we have already seen that you directly joins, and then suddenly we realize, oh, you have to change the video or change the audio. Here, we directly can set before we join how we look. After doing that, you join in like this. This is how the call will look like, as you may see here from the image. Now, as you may see here, there are various options like how we have in different apps. You have like a video option on the left side, mic option, and everything. When you click on the three dots, okay, you will have more versions. Like you can share a sample, you can unmute, you can call anyone. These are the various different options here. As you may see here, you can raise a hand, you can start recording things. These are some of the options when you click on that thing. Now, let's say I wanted to really share a document. Imagine like I'm presenter. So you must have already have certain files stored in your drive, in your phone. You click on that particular PowerPoint or a Word file. You click on that, and this is how you're going to share your presentation in the mobile version. Now you click on this icon below. As you may see, this is where we are going to see how to create a team in the mobile version. Okay. Now there are three options here: team, browse teams, join a team with code. If there is already an existing team, you can always click on that. A particular person will give you a code, you join. But here, let us know how to create one first. So you click on that create team. Okay. Now, once you do that, we can name the team. At the moment here, you can just put it Creative Studio. Okay. And you can just add those members whom you wanted to add. You can add their names or their email IDs. As you can see here, we are adding two people here. Okay. And that particular person gets added to that particular team. And this acts like a group team. Here we can see which domain the team is, whether it's a marketing team or some finance team or anything. Let's say I click on this marketing, for example. Now, as you may see here, the team is being created and the people can actually see the post files and everything. It's like a Facebook feed, but it would be only happening within the groups. Only the work people will be getting to see if there is an announcement, if there is sharing of files, suddenly you are on leave, everything you can update here. So everybody will get a notification rather than informing everybody. Everything goes in one. Here you can even chat, like how, as you can see in this particular thing, you can even chat and respond to the particular person in the team. Here you can welcome the person. You can even attach some particular file. Let's say if your senior, he or she wants to attach some doc file or some report, this can be used. This is basically like WhatsApp. You can add the additional attachments, you can share, you can edit your statements, everything. As you may see here, this particular attachment got done. Okay. Now, let's say there are multiple groups we have, like how we have in WhatsApp. Let's say all the groups are active, but we really need to pin those particular teams, like know which one to go first, which one to go first or second. So in that way, we can actually pin the teams. As you may see here, there are like multiple teams. We can actually select, okay, and actually take them to the hub. It's like how we use certain people in WhatsApp. We pin them so that every time whenever we see the message, their message always comes on the top. Okay. This is how you can actually change the team segment, and you can actually make sure that this are your top priority channels or the teams which you will be interacting, so that every time you don't have to go down. Now the next is there is another feature in mobile application which is like the theme. Okay, like how we have in regular mobile feature light and dark theme. Okay, so as you may see here, automatically go to the settings. There is like a dark theme option. Okay, you click on that particular thing, and so far you have been seeing this in the light version. Now you go to that and see the dark version of that. Okay, so this is a little bit about the mobile version. Okay, now let's say if you want to chat to someone, like I said, if you want to reach out to someone, you click on that chat option, you directly click on the two, you directly say that, write that person's name, and you click on that and you start writing. Or if you wanted to congratulate or if you want to thank someone, you can directly thank that particular person without even calling here. You can just text. This acts like, again, it acts like a WhatsApp thing. You can add attachment, bold your letters, highlight the text, anything. You do that and you just directly connect with that person. Now we will see how we can call that particular person in the mobile version. Let's say after clicking on this, okay, there is an option called call. As you may see it above, there is a dial pad, the top. Dial this person like this. Automatically you are connected with that person, and after the call, it gets ended. Okay, so this is like a mini version of how to use the Microsoft Teams in the mobile version. Now let us have a look at how to use the particular app in the desktop version. So let me take you to the desktop version. Now, as you may see here, this is the desktop version. Okay. After I log in from my user ID and password, this is like a broader version of what you were seeing in the mobile version. Now, on the left-hand side, there is an activity page. Okay. So the activity says you could see a lot of activities happening if there is any missed call, or let's say if the person is not facing some network issues, if the person is on leave, everything we could see. It is like a notification thing. This is where you can see all the activities of all the groups and every team members. As you may see here, you can even, there is an option called unread only, call, chat, even we can directly do that. Now, next is the chat option. Chat is where you could see a lot of people doing that chat option, people chatting about certain things. As you may see here, this is like a chat between a particular person where the particular person is just sharing some files. Okay. If it's like a particular group or anything, let's say this is like a payment group, for example, at Workspace, you could just see what all the conversations are happening for this particular group, right? Now, as you may see here, there is like again an option if you wanted to see Marcus all brief. So if somebody is typing like this, let's say this particular person is typing something, you can actually see what the particular person is typing. So everybody from that group gets the notification. Next, team option. Okay. So as you may see here, you can actually create a new channel like this. Okay. So let's say if this particular UniAthena I have created, okay, this particular thing, you can start a post, add some files or anything, right? If there is like multiple teams which you wanted to join, as you may see here, there are multiple teams here. If you are a person who want to join that team, you click on that join team, you put this code. Every team has a code. So the admin will give you that code and you join the team. Okay. But let's say if you want to create a team, okay, there is a plus option here. You create this team. Let's say I have three options. Either I can create the same thing from another team. It's like, let's say there is a marketing. I want to create the same group with different members. That is where you use the from another team. From group, if you could uh, add certain people from the group. But if you want to start it from the beginning, you click on this from template. You click on this basic theme option, as you may see here. Okay, I am clicking this template. Now I have this option whether I wanted a private team or a public team. Okay, let's say I wanted to create like a public team. You can put your name. Let's say at the moment I am naming my team as training team. You can even have like a description about the same. Okay, let's say this is a group dedicated to marketing. Okay. So I've just put it like a caption. You can have your own captions that time and descriptions you create. As you may see here, this particular team is getting created, right? Just give me a sec. Now the particular team is created. Now you can add those particular members whom you want to be in that particular team. At the moment, I'm skipping this, adding members. As you may see here, the team which I made is already being created. Now you can actually start a post or something like that. You can start the conversation. You can add files, add people. You can even connect with them. This becomes like a group. Let's say if you really want to delete this particular team, there is like a three dot here. Multiple options are there. You need to add a member, add certain members from different channel, get this link to another team who wants to join, leave the team, delete the team, a lot of options. Let's say I'm going to delete this team. It will ask, are you sure you want to delete? So everything gets deleted. So automatically the group gets deleted. Now there is an additional feature. This particular feature is usually used in the school. This is a feature where teachers or professors can really add or share their assignments and have like a group discussions. And it is more particular feature used in schools. Now, next is calendar. As you may see here, this is actually this similar version like Google Calendar. You have various options here. You can join with an ID. If already there is a meeting. You can actually start a current meeting or a new meeting. Okay. Let's say I wanted to schedule a meeting. Let's say I'm randomly clicking on one. This acts like a Google Calendar where you put the title, you put the attendee's name, you put the time zones, you can select it from here, which is a good thing, location and everything, and you just save, and automatically the meeting will get created. Let's say I wanted to start a meeting right now. So I click on this, meet now. Okay, here the best part is I can even have like a meeting name. Okay, so I'm just putting it like meeting with Nitish. Okay, so I'm just going to start this particular thing. So as I was mentioning before the meeting, you can actually adjust yourself whether you are looking good or not. Okay, so I'm just going to, so you can actually see that particular thing and then you can actually join the meeting. Right, so we have multiple features in the meeting. We have a chat option. Whoever joins, you can actually chat with this particular people. All the participants will be here. Raise hand option is there. Reaction, if you wanted to put, if you want to change the view, let's say there are multiple people, whether we want a gallery view or only we wanted a view where only the person is speaking. Rooms are there. This is called breakout rooms. This is a particular feature which is usually done during team meetings. Let's say there is like a group activity, there are 6 people. The particular person wants to distribute different people, 3 here, 3 there. So you can actually create rooms. Okay. So here we have two options. Either I can automatically assign the people or manually assign the people, right? Then additional apps, if you wanted to add in this particular thing, if you were talking about certain other things, we can even add that particular app in this and make sure that we give knowledge to that particular app. This apps can also be Excel, PowerPoint, or anything. Then when you click on more, we have a recording option, FX, audio settings, language, mic option, and everything. These are like the common features. And after the meeting, we can just leave the meeting like this. That is where the meeting gets ended. Call feature, we can see all those people whom we have a connect with. It acts like a phone calendar. As you may see here, we can see like missed calls, incoming calls, voicemails, everything. Now there is an option called OneDrive. OneDrive is where you can, it's like a storage where you could see all the things which has been stored. As you may see here, it is categorized into 4 sections because this supports all the features. If you click on all, you see all those things. But if you wanted to search any particular thing, you can directly click on this. If you wanted a Word file, Excel sheet, PowerPoint, PDF files, this is how you can actually see. So this is a mini version of the Microsoft Teams, guys. This is where everybody can really work together and have like multiple features even at your workspace. So I just gave you like an update about the mobile version and the app version. Now, in the last, we will just quickly check why Microsoft Teams, right? Why is it important and what could be the advantages or disadvantages? Okay. The advantages, as you may see here, we have so many features. Our team members can communicate through various forms by chats, calls, scheduling meetings, sharing files. That becomes the good teamwork spirit, and there is like a proper communication, and the work also gets done. Integration with Microsoft Office. Like I said, we can use a lot of apps in terms of Word, PowerPoint, Excel, PDF, we can access files, you can share files, and there is like a team collaboration and accessibility. Everything will have a group, everything will have a proper transparent communication. But the disadvantage would be because of certain groups and certain things, it's like we will have a lot of notifications like how we get in WhatsApp. And if you are not using a premium version or like a paid version, usually in schools, organizations, we usually use the paid version. The free version which will have very limited features. So that is some of the disadvantage for using a team. I hope everybody got an idea about what team is, how we can use Teams in mobile versions and desktop versions. And I hope everybody start using this app because this is a really good app for work purpose, especially. And if you guys are already using it, a big thumbs up. So that's all from my side for the Microsoft Teams. Now I will hand it over to Miss Siley, who will be explaining you more about the other app, that is Zoom.
Thank you so much, Nitish. That was a very informative and insightful session on Microsoft Teams. Hello, everyone. My name is Saili Joshi, and I welcome you all for this webinar on the occasion of Telecommunications Day today. What could be a better way to celebrate this day than to plan to bridge distances and enhance access to information and services worldwide? After my colleagues have introduced you to platforms of Google Meet and Microsoft Teams, I will be carrying forward this session with exploration of an application called Zoom. I'm sure that many of you are likely familiar with and regularly use these applications. However, this information session is going to offer you a comprehensive and holistic overview, which is going to showcase all the features, and it's definitely going to elevate your work to new heights. So let us start with an application called Zoom. As you can see, this is the logo that the company uses. It's a proprietary video telephony software, and this application is widely used throughout all the countries for web applications. Next slide, please. This company is headquartered in San Jose, California, in the United States. And as I told you, it's a video conferencing platform for video conferencing meetings, audio conferencing, webinars, meeting recordings, and live chat. It's a wonderful application and a very, very user-friendly application. The application which you are logged in right now is Zoom itself. And I'm sure that it was very easy for you to log in and be a part of this informative session. On the right-hand side, there are several features that the application provides you. First of all, the meetings, you can join, you can host several meetings in this application and be a part. You can also be the host, co-host, and a member of a Zoom meeting. Zoom also provides you with a feature called Team Chat. So if you have a team of, it can be your friends, it can be your relatives or your colleagues on the professional front, and you can very well communicate through this feature called Team Chat. Zoom also provides you a feature called Phone, very similar to Microsoft Teams, which Nitish showed you. And this helps you to get in touch with the other counterpart. The other feature which Zoom provides you is mail and calendar. So you can schedule all the Zoom meetings through your calendar. You can also accept the meetings if you are going to be if you are attending that session. You can accept it or reject depending on your availability, and you can also send the invites as well. The scheduler acts like a calendar to you. My colleague Ruchika told you how the Google Calendar works. Same things happen in Zoom as well. You can schedule your Zoom meetings well in advance with several time zones, with days and availability of the participants. The next some of the advantages that Zoom provides you, the features that Zoom has, it completely increases your productivity, and with different features, it helps you in easing out the overall project or whatever work that you are carrying out. This ultimately leads to increasing productivity on individual level as well as the team level. If us are not colleagues, we are still, the employee engagement is far on completely on a different level. KP, can you go to the earlier slide, please? Yeah. The flexible workplaces, as you can see, you all have joined through different countries, different time zones, and this is what the flexibility brings in. And Zoom also provides that you can log in from any place, any corner of the world through any time zone. The Work Vivo is it's a added on feature through Zoom, and it's an employee experience platform that enhances communication and engagement by ensuring all employees. And this is this was a different entity altogether, and Zoom acquired it in 2023, making it a very integral of the Zoom application. And the Zoom app marketplace is again an added on feature. It helps to enhance your experience using the software. Next slide. Now, when we download the Zoom application, you can download it for your desktop as well as for your mobile. So if you go to the download option, you can see that there is a clearly blue indication which tells you to download the version. And this is how you can download the Zoom application for your desktop as well as for your mobile application. Now, the reason we are not able to show you the Zoom, because we right now we are logged into the Zoom application, and the one which we are displaying is the web application or through website. Now, as I said, Zoom workplace mobile apps, it can be for Android as well as for other phones like Apple. Now, in Zoom, the accounts can be free as well as for paid. The free account can be, the meetings can be scheduled for around 30 to 40 minutes, whereas if you have a paid account, it can be for unlimited time. Now, let us take a live demo of the application. There are several features that you can take advantage of. As I said, right now we are already logged into the application, so you can go to your home screen or your dashboard and check out these features. So first of all, this is what the scheduler does. You can write your topics. For example, if I'm going to have my meeting on quarterly sales, I can very well write my topic as quarterly sales, and that can be shared with all my colleagues. I can write the time zone, AM or PM, what would be an approximate duration, so that you can arrange your other meetings as per the length of the meeting. Yeah, so I can say from 11 to 12 or 11 to 11:30, and depending on the time zone you and your colleagues are, you can select the time zone, which is again very helpful. And save this, and this will be passed on to your colleagues. You can always copy the invitation and send it via different modes of messages, or you can email and they will receive it in their email invite. It can also be provided through Google Calendar, and the Zoom link will be reflected in the invite. And it can be extended to Outlook and Yahoo Calendar as well. So this is how you can start the Zoom meeting. Once you start it, it will go directly open in a different tab altogether. And that is how you can start the Zoom meeting. Once you start the Zoom meeting, yeah, you also have an option of joining the Zoom meeting through a web browser or through the application. Now, once you start the meeting, you can see on your left-hand side, there is an audio option for you. Yes. Sorry about that. So these are the upcoming meetings. So you can very well see that how my day or my week looks like. How many meetings do I have? Whom do I have the meetings with? What all time zones I need to be attentive for? So this is a snapshot of your entire work schedule. This also provides you a good information about what all webinars do I have? Am I attending? Am I hosting it? So it gives you the option of joining the webinar as well as hosting it and ending. Yeah, you can always go ahead and do it from your web browser. So this is how you can join the webinar, and I'm sure that you all have chosen this option, and that is how you have joined today's webinar. Now, as you can see, this is the main screen of when you join the Zoom platform or the Zoom application. We'll start from the extreme left-hand side. There is an option of audio, which tells you to either unmute yourself or mute yourself. A lot of people get confused because once you are off your Wi-Fi, it gives you an option to go with the mobile or your cellular data. So be mindful to select that. Same with video. If your meeting or if your session wants you to be to switch on your video, please click on the video option and your video will be started and people will be able to see you. Whereas if you do not feel the requirement, you can switch off the video option and just be a participant in that meeting. On the right hand side, you can see how many participants do I have. If you are the host, you can very well see that, yes, I have 243 participants right now. And what are their names? I do have an option of unmuting them, those people, or muting those people, and also with the camera feature. If I am a participant, I can again see how many co-participants I have in this session. I can also see their names. However, I cannot mute or unmute them because I'm just a participant and I'm not the host. In the question and answer option, as you all have been attending UniAthena several webinars and you do have a lot of queries and you want to interact with the guest speaker or whoever is coordinating the webinar, this is an excellent feature to clear out all your doubts or whatever questions you have. Or even if you are not attending a webinar, this is just an internal meeting. And I do want to ask my seniors or my colleague that, can you please answer this question? I can always do this with the question and answers, but this is specifically used for the webinar option. Then the next feature, as you can see in the green color, that is the sharing screen. This is also a very, very important feature in Zoom. Again, similar to Google Meet and Microsoft Teams, it helps me to share my work, my information, and to my colleagues, to my attendees. There are three options when I click this share screen. The first one is a Chrome tab, which helps me to share a single tab when I click on it. So it won't help me to share the entire screen. This will only help you to see the current or the existing tab on the laptop. Then in the window, there are several tabs which are open. It gives me an option that which one do I want to select, and I can go ahead and share it with the participants. Whereas in the entire screen, this is actually again a very useful feature. And when I select the entire feature, even if I toggle around or even if I navigate around within my screens, within my tabs, even if I open a calculator, even if I open a whiteboard, all the participants can see whatever what all activity I am doing as the part of the presentation. And if I click on the share blue share button, all the attendees can see my tabs or the information I have to share. The second is chat. Again, this is a very useful feature. This chat can be to all participants, or there is a scroll down option which can help me to select a particular participant. So for example, if I have to pass on some important information to my colleague Ruchika, I will click on that scroll down option, and I will select her name, and that piece of information will be passed on to Ruchika or that particular person. Whereas if it is a generalized information, you can just select everyone and everybody can read the chat. Then Zoom has an excellent feature which is of recording. However, this is a very only hosts can do that. And if you have something important like annual meetings or something which you want to keep it as a part of your processes, this option you can always click on the record option and it will get saved in your My Documents folder. But this will happen only when you end the Zoom meeting and not before that. The next feature is show captions. So a lot of international learners or participants or attendees, they have different accents and are not able to follow what the other person is speaking. So in that case, they can always click on the captions and it can display on the screen. Meanwhile, the speaker is speaking or presenting. The next option is raise hand. So if you are a part of the meeting and you want to give your opinion or have a question or raise your voice, you can just click raise your hand. Something similar to what we used to have back in school, that if you want to have ask something to the teacher, you could just raise your hand and your question gets answered or your request gets heard. The second option is whiteboard. This feature is actually very, very useful, especially for teachers who are into topics like maths or maybe statistics or maybe science. So they can always draw or write out the numericals with the help of the whiteboard. It is as good as any regular whiteboard. And there is an option which gives you the clicking on the pen, and you can select all the colors you want, and you can toggle around and write all the information on the whiteboard. This was very helpful for my kids when they were enrolled in the online schools during the COVID time, and they could understand the numericals very well with the help of the whiteboard. Now in settings, there are different options. In general, you can always decide that what is the number of participants. Do you want the video to be on or do you want it to be off? In video section, while joining, many people do not prefer to have their video on. They may feel that, okay, let me settle down, let me find a good corner, and then I'll start my camera. So many people do not want to turn. You can always click on turn off your video while joining a meeting. Then you can always hide non-video participants. So again, these are different features you can explore. In background, as you can see right now, I have UniAthena's background with me. So a lot of times, if you are in a remote place and you may not have a very welcoming background, you can always go on this option and you can have either none, or maybe you can just blur out the background, or you can directly go to San Francisco with your lovely bridge, or maybe sit in a garden or near the beach. So these are the different options for background. As well as far as the statistics are concerned, you will be able to get to know how many participants you had, what is the memory that you have used, what are the audio options that I have, and video, and different options you can explore. If you click on the extreme right hand side, that is the more, I'm sorry, we can go to the more. So here you can see different options like stop incoming video, which can be an option which has another video that has been interrupted. You can always click on that. And on the extreme right hand side, if you are done with the meeting, or if you have any emergency, or if you just want to leave the option, leave the meeting, you can click on the leave option, and you will be exiting the meeting or the session. This is also an option that if you want at the end of the webinar, when you want to leave the webinar, you can click on this red option, which is leave the webinar. And once we are out, we again come back to the home screen of Zoom, where I may have displaying what different or rather what would be my next webinar or meeting in Zoom. So this is the Zoom platform, and it is extremely useful. I hope you all take this into consideration. And as here, you can see that you can always write your name over here. As you can see my name written over here. If you go on the 3 dots, you can always edit your name and write the name that you wanted to get displayed. And here you can see the number of participants, and these are all the options that I have already explained. Thank you very much, and I pass it on to my senior colleague, Krishna Priya. Thank you.
Thank you, Sayali. Thank you for that detailed explanation about the Zoom app. Now let's discuss about the WebEx, which is becoming very popular nowadays. WebEx platform is used by most of the corporate team nowadays for their meetings and conferences. So WebEx by Cisco is an American company that develops and sells web conferencing, video conferencing services. WebEx was found in 1995 and is taken by Cisco in 2007. Now, WebEx is known by WebEx by Cisco, which is and it is very popular among the top corporate companies, as it is a cloud-based team collaboration application. Nowadays, after the COVID, you can see most of the companies have gone to a hybrid mode of working, and most of them are really depending upon such video conferencing or depending upon such applications like WebEx and Teams. So WebEx is mainly designed for a cloud-based team collaboration application, which has the features of videos, meetings, messaging, sharing the files. Because it is nowadays, most of the corporates go for a virtual or hybrid mode where they have to have meetings regularly. So coming to the features of WebEx, as you have learned from all other previous applications like Zoom or Teams, WebEx also has features like meetings, videos, conferencing, share screening options. Using the WebEx app, you can also have the cloud calling features, the phone system. You can also have the messaging options, chat options, file sharing. And you can also conduct webinars or events. Okay, whenever you want to host some parties or events within your team, you can have that events. And video messaging is also possible in WebEx, and it has options like polling when you're conducting some events or meetings or webinars. You can have the questionnaire session, quizzes, pollings, and also. And as other apps do have, WebEx is also having a whiteboard inbuilt system. Now, let me tell you how to download the WebEx. Okay, as other applications, WebEx is also available for the laptop, as well as you can also download it in your mobile app. And as you can see, it is available from the App Store, Google Play. Okay. So for installing the WebEx, what you have to do is you have to just go to the Google and write webex.com. Okay, and there you will see the home page, and from there you can see this download button. Download. Here you can, when you click on this download page, it will take you to the download option. So as I mentioned, WebEx is available for mobile as well as desktop. So you have to select for, if you're using for a desktop, you have to select whether it is for 64-bit or for 32-bit. And WebEx always runs better in a 64-bit and more than like require Windows 10 or Windows 11. So it is always better that you have a system where you have Windows 10 or Windows 11 and go for a 64-bit. Okay. And through these apps, you can download the mobile apps. So I hope the installing part or the downloading of WebEx is clear. So once it's installed, okay, you will be able to see a screen or a pointer here like this. Okay, it will get downloaded in your desktop like this. Here. So from here, you can click and open your WebEx. Now, what are the major highlights or the features of WebEx? WebEx, as you know, it is mainly designed for video conferencing application. It provides the features of excellent audio and video quality, and its features are very comprehensive. It is very easy to understand also. Whoever has a bit of experience in using mobile application or WhatsApp, they can easily understand the features. Okay, and it is interface is also easy to use. You can use it in any applications like Android or Apple. And the most highlight of that is this WebEx is mainly concentrated to the most secure application, and it is mostly used for uh, uh, events, for conducting exams, interviews, because it's very secure. And it has options for unlimited whiteboard options. And it also has closed captions for recording. And another important part is it can convert into different 100 languages. Okay, it has a real-time translation, which is helps the virtual meetings more effective. So coming as all the applications have some highlights and some drawbacks, the challenges the WebEx is currently having is it requires, when you're downloading the app, it requires a lot of memory on the system. And then it, if you are going for a paid option, it is a bit expensive when compared to other options. However, if you're going for if you need something very secure and very excellent audio and video quality, then WebEx is the one. So let's have a live demo. So I'll just show you how you can click on start with the WebEx. As I mentioned, once you download it, you will have that option here. Just click on that option. So I can see this is my WebEx page app open. So the first option, you can see the screen here. The first option is messaging. So I can create a team or my space. I can add my people. Okay. Like I can add many, whatever team members I have. Okay. I can build my space. So if I need to make a space, like I have my Teams meet, I can create a team space, like I've created like Krishna Priya space, and I can add my friends like Rujiga or Nidish, okay? And then I can create a space here. Then I can constantly message with them. I can call them. I can invite them for a meeting as well. As we also see in our Zoom or Teams, how we can schedule a meeting. Here also using WebEx, we can schedule a meeting. So you can see this is a previous history of one of my meeting schedule. For scheduling a meeting, you can just come to this option, schedule a meeting, click on this plus sign, and it will take the calendar option. Here you can see the meeting name. Okay, if I want to have a meeting, office meeting, I'll put the title name. I can put the time, okay, date when I want to have the meeting, and I can put the time, okay, and when it needs to be end, and the end date, and also the time zone I can have. And there is one option that is you can create one-time meeting link, or you can have your personal room. So when we log into or when you sign in with the WebEx app, we will get a personal room link that is always available here. Okay. So whenever you want to schedule a meeting, okay, you can use this WebEx link. You can easily, quickly share this meeting link to anyone and start an instant meeting. Okay. So when you can either use a one-time meeting link or you can use a personal room link, and then you can use the description, what is the team meeting agenda, and you can schedule. When you schedule it, it will come appear in your list. Okay. And if you have a link, you can click on this and join a meeting. If you already have a WebEx meeting link, you can click on this and join directly. If you want to start a WebEx meeting instantly, you can click on here and it will get started. So as you have already seen in Zoom, Google Meet, and Teams, here also there is option to control your audio options. Like you can connect to the headphone or the speaker of your um, laptop. Okay. And you can also have the video options. Okay. If you want to blur it, if you want to adjust your background, that all you can use it. And you can also, if you are using more than 2 or 3 cameras, you can select the most appropriate cameras. All those settings you can make before you join a meeting. And then when you click on this join meeting, you will be able to join a meeting. Okay. And whoever are there, that participant list will be shown here, since I am not invited any others. So it is showing only one. I can invite my colleagues or my team members, whoever, which I want to have a meeting. I can invite them directly by using the email ID, or I can just copy this meeting information and paste it in their email or their WhatsApp, whatever it is. So once this meeting is started, I can also share, as we have seen, I can share the entire screen, or I can share my particular window. Okay, all those options are also available in this here. Other than sharing the screen, I can also share a file
Sorry,
application.
JP, are you sharing something? We can see a grayed out screen.
Sorry,
We can only
I
see
am
a
I am
grayed out
sharing.
screen.
This is, I'm clicking on. Can you see the screen?
It appears grayed out for me. Nitish, can you see the screen?
Same with me. There
Yes, I
appears a
can
gray.
see, but it's like a green screen in the show.
1 minute, let me just try again. Sorry for that inconvenience. Now, what are the things that you can see?
Yeah, we can
This
see
is
the,
WebEx
yes.
video. Now I'm clicking on the share screen. Are you guys able to see the share screen options?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes,
thank
we
you.
can.
Thank you for the support. So as I was mentioning, in this share screen option, you can share your screen. Okay, that can be either the entire screen that you can click on here, or you can select the application window that you want to share. Okay. Also here itself, you have the option to share the files. If you want to share any file or a PPT or anything, that you can upload or open that file like this. And if you can also want to share something from a camera, that can also be done. So these are these sharing options that are available right now in your in the WebEx. And WebEx also has the option for the recording options. Okay. WebEx also has the raise hand option. You can raise your hand if you have any queries using this option. It also has the emojis. Okay. You can share your expressions in your meetings with this smiley applications like this. Okay. And then we have other options. Okay. I hope the options are clear, visible. Like move meeting to a video device. You can connect this meeting to any other device like a TV or any other computer by connecting to that device, and that can be done. Lock meeting is an option where you can lock the meeting that so that nobody else comes in, and this feature is useful when you're conducting any interview or when you're conducting an online exam. Okay. So that in the meeting is logged and it has a time duration and nobody else can enter in. Invite people. You can always use this to invite members. Copy meeting link allows you to copy the link of this meeting and share to somebody you want. It also has the option of the whiteboard, as we were discussing previously. You can see here the whiteboard. So the whiteboard can be used to draw any things, or you can write. Okay. So this can be used for when you're teaching something, or when you're presenting, explaining concepts, you can use it, the whiteboard option. Okay. And then we have breakout sessions. Enable breakout sessions, because if a meeting is a continuous meeting, you can plan in between sessions where you can break in out. Okay. And this is where I have mentioned sign language interpretation. That is something for which people who are not able to hear, that is for them. Okay. So other meeting options like when to start, the chat box, all those reactions you can control here. Okay. So these are the features that is related to the meetings settings. Okay. And if I close this, I can end this meeting with this. So these are applications associated with starting a meeting and scheduling a meeting. However, if you want to have a audio call, okay, with your team members, you can use these options, and you can have, if you have the list, now that I don't have a list of my team members, if I have the list of my team members, I can directly link the clock, click on that person and start a call. So here is a place where we'll be creating our team. You can have your name of the team, like I can have my ACATS team, and I can add my people with their email or their name associated with the ACATS team. Likewise, I can create a team and I can easily schedule a call or a video meeting or a messaging application with this WebEx app. So these are the different features. I hope everybody enjoyed the WebEx application, and most of them, WebEx might be a new feature. You can try it out, explore it. And now we are open for the Q&A sessions. I hope everybody has enjoyed our small training session on Google Meet, Zoom, Teams and WebEx. So if you have any questions, we are open for the questions right now. Sayali, if we can get Sayali or Rujika, if we can have some questions, we can discuss them. So all participants are requested to post their question either in the chat box or Q&A box.
I guess we have a question regarding WebEx. I'll just read it out to you.
Okay.
So in the WebEx on the Android tab, there is this feature called Shake. So if you could just tell more about that particular feature.
Can you explain? Can you repeat the question? What is the application feature?
Take.
So the question is, there is a feature called Shake.
Shake.
If you could just put like an elaboration on that.
Sorry, I'm not that sure about the application Shake in the mobile app. Commonly, we use the desktop application for the WebEx. So, and ours is not a premium account, so we don't have such application. However, WebEx has an option to add more third-party applications, like many other applications you can install here. Okay, so maybe something for an event or having for fun. I am not sure what the Shake is. I'm sorry about it.
We don't have any other questions, but we do have a lot of queries about the webinar certificate. So to let everyone know, you all will be getting a webinar certificate, this webinar certificate on your registered email ID.
Also, to answer one of the other question which was continuously being asked, that is, where can we get this PPT or where can we see this later? So after this, you can always go to our UniAthena YouTube page. You can always watch it offline at your own convenience. This particular session will be uploaded in our UniAthena page.
So I hope, since there is no other questions, I hope our participants have really enjoyed the session. At least they got an idea about the different features that are available in our latest technology, like Zoom, WebEx, Teams, and Google Meet. So thanking you all for your time and patient listening.
Thank
Thank
you.
you
Bye-bye.
everyone for
Thank you,
joining. It
everyone.
was really nice session with you all, and we hope to see you again with new topic, new initiative. Bye everyone.
Thank you.
Bye,
Thank
everyone.
you so much. Bye-bye.
Thank you.